Are you looking for something fun to cook for New Year's? Well, of course, Gail with Tony Satchery joins us, and she's going to tell us about what exactly is this.
Well, I had some leftover cornbread dressing. I always put some to the side, and because on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I want to serve this stuffed pork loin, and you can see how delicious, how moist it is. I'm going to show you how I do it, and we're going to use some of Tony Satchery's products.
Okay.
So when you're butterflying pork loin, you want to cut it like this on the bottom, and you're just going to roll it. Doesn't have to be perfectly neat. It's very easy to do. You see how I'm doing that?
Yeah.
So we're going to roll this out and flatten it out. And after I do that, I'm going to season it. See how I'm just kind of cutting it and flattening out? So we're going to flatten it out so we can roll it up. Huh?
I was saying kind of opening it up.
Yeah, so we're opening it up, and we're going to stuff it with my cornbread dressing, which I use Tony Satchery's in that as well.
Sure.
And you can use the jambalaya mix if you'd like. You can stuff it with like a pepper jelly. I've seen people stuff it with tapenade. So we're just going to do this with this cornbread dressing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to roll it up.
Okay.
And then we're going to inject it and season it with our seasoning.
Wow, it smells very good.
Isn't this impressive, though? I mean, seriously, this is a really cool recipe. So we're going to roll it up like this, and then you're going to get toothpicks, or you can get some tie, like I did here.
Okay. You're
going to tie the roast together.
Okay.
And then you're going to inject it with some marinade, just a little bit because you have the stuffing in there already. So I'm just going to inject the outside like this. And we're going to put about 3 of these ounces in this roast.
Okay.
So then I'm going to take our seasoning. We have here. This is bold seasoning. It's new on the market.
Okay.
And you're going to sprinkle it liberally on the outside of your roast.
Now, when it says bold, is it a little bit spicy? But what's kind of the difference between the spicy, the original, and the bold?
It has a little bit more kick than the original. And then you have, of course, some more spice, which has a little kick as well. But the bold has the most pepper in it. It's the boldest.
Okay.
So this dish, though, you put it in the oven and you cook it for around 45 minutes. Until your temperature reaches about 155 to 160, and always use a meat thermometer. It's a good idea for pork. And so I get it, and then I take it out, I cover it with foil, and I let it rest for about 15 minutes.
Now, why is it important to use the thermometer?
Well, you want to make sure your pork is done, for one thing. But then you don't want to make it overdone. Because then you have dried out pork, especially with a pork loin. You want to make sure you take it out at about 150 degrees and cover it with foil, and it'll still cook. Okay. So if you do that, you'll come out with a nice, moist, and beautiful presentation right here with this recipe.
Absolutely. And of course, what are some of the sides?
For sides for this, well, you have your cornbread dressing in there, but you could do a green bean casserole. But for New Year's Day, you have to have your peas, you have to have your cabbage, and what's the other one?
I think peas and
cabbage and
right?
pork.
Okay, and pork.
There we go. Well, we might not be rich. We'll have good luck. We don't remember that, but anyway. So this is a great dish for New Year's Day for your pork dish. So
the cabbage is for rich, right? And then and the black eyed peas are for luck. So I think those are the two good ones.
There you go. We better learn that, huh?
Absolutely.
So you can go to the website, and your website, you'll have this stuffed pork loin recipe. And you can also go to Tony Satchery's website, and you can get this free cookbook. Sign up for a free cookbook. It has 90 recipes in it, the basics of Creole cooking. And you can become a Creole cook, just like
Creole chef.
A Creole chef. Tony Satchery's, all of their products have that great flavor that the original seasoning was. Like, this is their original seasoning. They were the first people to put Creole seasoning out on the market.
Wow.
And probably the best, of course.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So all of their products have that seasoning as well. And then, if you have company over, they have new Bloody Mary mix, you can have that out for them as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much as always. We'll be right back after the break.